Okay, I'm just having another look at this NBN's Special Access Undertaking Variation 2022. That's a Part F, efficiency of NBN's expenditure and data demands. I'm actually just looking at the quite vast reduction in operating costs they're predicting to financial year 2026. So this is on page 54 of that document. So if we look at financial year 2022, so that's actuals, it was 2963, although there was still 168 million of subscriber payments. So if you actually take that out and then compare that with financial year 2026, that's a $404 million reduction in operating costs. Now, I'm assuming most of that's coming just because they're rolling out more fibre, and fibre's a lot cheaper to maintain. It has vastly lower opex costs. I mean, I can't really think of anything else it can be. I mean, I know they were doing some work on their IT systems to make them more efficient, so maybe they're getting some savings out of that. And I think it's fair to use financial year 2022 actuals, that 2963 figure, as kind of a benchmark, because basically the multi-technology mix rollout had basically finished, well, really the financial year before. So I think that's, I'm not going to use financial year 2021 because that's just, that's a high figure because they were still rolling the MTM out. So I think the 2963 financial year 22 is kind of a benchmark to use. So I'm trying to scratch my head trying to think, is there anything else maybe they've done to enable them to forecast such a dramatic reduction in operating costs? Unfortunately, they've blocked out the, redacted the labour costs and other operating costs and the infrastructure payments, which I think are the infrastructure payments to Telstra. So it's like leasing of the pits and ducts and stuff. So it's a bit hard to know, but I don't think the Telstra lease costs would really change, although not sure. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to point out is just the fact they're rolling out a little bit of fibre in the fibre to the node footprint and the fibre to the curb footprint. Is that producing a $404 million reduction in the operating cost? If so, imagine how much lower it's going to be if they actually completely overbuild and upgrade the multi-technology mix. So the entire fibre to the node footprint, the entire fibre to the curb footprint, fibre to the basement and HFC. Maybe we're looking at $1 billion in OPEX savings. I don't know. I did come up with a figure a couple of years ago. It was about $750 million. I think I might be right. But anyway, that's interesting. So we'll just have to see. But between financial year 2026 and financial year 2022, as the NBN says, a bit further down page, it's a 14.4% lower in real terms than financial year 2022. So even they're using financial year 2022. So I think that is the benchmark to benchmark it against. So that's a pretty dramatic reduction in operating costs. And is it purely just because they're rolling out more fibre, and fibre has vastly lower operating costs? Anyway, there you go.